Good afternoon again. Welcome. We're so glad to have you here. I didn't really know how I was going to start this, but I think to borrow a line from our friend Gerald Tidwell, it's always a great day at Warren County Middle School, but is today not beautiful? It is a beautiful day at Warren County Middle School, and we're so pleased that you're here. Today our goal is to cut the ribbon and dedicate this beautiful new addition here at Warren County Middle School. And we're thrilled to be here to celebrate the culmination of a very long journey. If you want to know how long the journey is, just ask all these teachers here at Warren County Middle School, because we've been on this journey for right at 3 years as we have expanded and renovated this building. And so before we talk about the project, there are several groups of people that and individuals that I want to recognize and thank them for their support of this project. First of all, we're glad to be joined by our school board. The members of our school board have displayed some exemplary leadership in a lot of areas, but their vision and support for this project, if it wasn't there, that we wouldn't be standing here where we are today. So I'd like to ask them to stand or wave if they're already standing. First, I'd like to recognize Mr. James Bennett, Ms. Tanya Bess, Mr. Chris Cope, Mr. Tommy Colwell, Mr. Larry Judkins, and Mr. Bill Zeckman, if you give them a round of applause. There are also two individuals that I saw here, I can't find them right now, but that were on the school board when this project began that I would also like to recognize. Miss Sue Anderson. Where's Miss Sue? There she is, right there. And also Miss Helen Martin right there beside her. Thank you both for all you've done for our Warren County school system as well. Also, again, not knowing who's here and who's not, I do want to thank our county commission. Several members of our county commission are here, so if you are a county commissioner, if you just slip up your hand, we'd like to recognize you. Without the support of the county commission also and the support of the funding of this project, simply stated, we would not have been able to complete the excellent work that you see before us. We also wanted to invite and hope that there are some members of our City of McMinnville's city government, the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, Mayor Ryle Chastain, or any of our city government officials here. Yes, right here in front, great. Also, our city manager is Mr. Nolan Ming. The city supported this project by allowing us to do some work with the road, but they also constructed some sidewalks for us and helped us with the drainage in this area as well, so we're very thankful for your support. We're thankful for the City of McMinnville. Let's give them a round of applause. So let's walk through the history of this campus, and as people like to tell me, I ain't from here, so I may mess this up, and if I do, I'm sure someone will be glad to fix me on this. And so you can just raise your hand and we'll fix it right here in the process if you want to. So this building opened in 1957. The doors opened and this building was McMinnville High School. It served students in grades 9 through 12 until the system consolidated in the year 1969 and changed the name of the school on this campus to Warren County Senior High School. In 1971, construction was completed on the addition of additional classroom space as well as a library. And then 3 years later, in 1974, an additional building was added to the campus named the Vocational Educational Building. This campus remained as the Warren County Senior High School until 1994, when a new high school was constructed across town and this building was converted to Warren County Middle School. In 2011, the Warren County School Board voted to name the campus at Warren County Middle School John H. Cox Campus in honor of his service to the Warren County school system. Mr. Cox was a United States Army veteran of World War II and later became a respected educator from 1950 until 1972 in Warren County. He served as principal of Warren County Senior High School, which, as we have stated, is where we are currently on this campus. And joining us for celebration today is Mr. Cox's son, Bobby, also a respected Warren County educator in his own right. Bobby, we're glad to have you here, and we hope that we've made you and your family proud. From 1994 until 2019, mostly cosmetic and maintenance projects were undertaken as a part of a countywide energy savings project. Warren County Middle School received upgrades in 2019, including the addition of drop ceilings throughout the main building and the hallways, as well as some access points and some different things. Then that really kind of started the journey to where we are today. In 2020, Warren County Schools received money from the federal government that was designed to help school systems mitigate the barriers from the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of the allowable expenditures of that money were to add square footage to existing buildings that would allow for safer operation, in particular upgrades to health clinics to help students. In that year, I met with representatives from Upland Design Group to discuss what options would be available to us on this campus. And we stood in this parking lot. Two men from Upland Design Group deserve a lot of credit for the wonderful design and the completed project you see before you today. Architect Alan Hill and his team, in particular Bo Howard, designed this project from the ground up and accomplished everything we asked them to do. And those gentlemen are here today. We want to thank you for bringing this project to reality. So gentlemen, raise your hand and wave. They're over here in the back. They're trying to hide. The project consisted of renovation of existing bathrooms, replacement of the windows, and the construction of the administrative complex and student health clinic that we're standing in front of now. One of the things that I noticed about Warren County Middle School and the campus when I first came here is that nobody knows where the front of the building is. The front of the building is actually in the back of the building. We don't understand why that is, but what they tell me is that the front of the building was going to face the road, but over the years, trees and various things grew up, and so ultimately when you brought people in on Caldwell Street, you said go around to the back of the building, and that's where you go into the front of the building. So what we tried to do and to accomplish is to give a true front of the building. Now, what will happen is that people like Bill Zeckman will never call this the true front of the building. He calls it the retro front of the building, or the retro entrance. But ultimately, what we decided to do, or what we wanted to do in the design, was to give a true front to tell people this is where you come to go into Warren County Middle School. So that was where this administrative complex was born. And once the design was completed, bids were sought, and FTM Contracting was hired to do the work. I want to thank them for their work, in particular Amanda Brantley and Tom McCarthy, who helped us all along the way. So thank you to FTM Contracting. As we began to complete the work on this addition, I also felt like it was just as important that we concentrate on the parking lot in the front and the design of the parking lot and the upgraded roads project on this campus. And once again, Alan Hill and his team were an integral, also along with the vital leadership of Mr. David Allman, to design a major upgrade to the area around us. And I do believe they did a fantastic job. And Mr. David Allman, if you'll raise your hand, let's thank him. Once again, I want to thank the general contractor on the work, Rogers Group in particular, Scott McLeod. They were wonderful to work with, and this project was completed in 3 phases. One, the road from Caldwell Street back around behind the building, Mr. Zegman, to the turnaround. And secondly, the completion of a paved road and an additional parking lot from the hill down to Nunley Stadium. And if you've ever been on that road, you will agree how wonderful of an addition that is to have pavement all the way down to Nunley Stadium. And finally, the third and final project here is the parking lot that you see in front of us. And the design we love with the gates and just how it all flows together, how from the front of the building all the way out to Caldwell Street, we have a wonderful design and the green space and all the thing. And I truly say, I haven't heard anybody say how great of an addition this is to the Warren County Middle School campus. When the design work was completed, there was really one person that I was very excited to show it to, because I knew he would be overjoyed. The principal of Warren County Middle School, Mr. Gerald Tidwell, was in the process at that time of completing his 10th year as the principal of Warren County Middle School. He was integral in helping us to design this space so that the staff and the students would be better served. He couldn't wait for construction to begin, and tragically, Mr. Tidwell passed away in May of 2021. Many times throughout this project, I often thought about him and the excitement that he would have to see all of these things being done. On February 26, 2024, the Warren County School Board unanimously voted to honor Mr. Tidwell by naming this complex the Tidwell Memorial Administrative Complex. As you enter through the tours, you will see on the front doors the quote that he said often, "It's always a great day at Warren County Middle School." And that's what students and staff and visitors are going to see every day when they enter this complex. And so we are honored today to have with us members of the Tidwell family, including his wife Valerie and his sons Jordan and Daniel. So let's give them a big round of applause. Two people that I also want to thank who have been integral in getting us to this point is our maintenance supervisor, Mr. David Northcutt. David has worked tirelessly. There's David over here to the side. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. David's worked tirelessly, and I know every day when he comes by my office and I had something to say, we need to fix this or do that, I know he's tired of that and he's ready to move on from this project. But I also want to thank Mr. David Vandergriff, who is the project manager for us as well. I don't know if David's here, no, but he's done a fantastic job. But ultimately, one of the things that I failed to mention is that several things have been done in this process. You can see to your left and to your right, there are new windows at Warren County Middle School as well. Those have been, every window in the entire campus has been replaced and upgraded to be much more energy efficient. We've also had the good fortune of renovating those bathrooms as we talked about. When you go in and take a tour, if you'll go to your right, once you enter, you can see the bathrooms that were designed in 1956, and they looked like they were 1956 until just a few short years ago. So what we've done is uniquely set ourselves up to make this historical place, Warren County Middle School, something that are going to serve this group of people standing to my left, our students and our staff, for many, many more years to come. And we're very, very proud of that. We've made, as a school system, we've made strategic investments in this building to where we can be very proud of not only the history of it, but certainly how it looks and how we welcome our visitors into Warren County. So we're very proud of that. We want to thank all of you for showing up today. This is a great turnout. What we're going to do at this point is that we're going to invite some of our guests, and we're going to also invite some of our students to come up. They're going to be ones that are going to cut the ribbon for us. We think that's only fitting because this is what we do in a school system. We serve our students. And so once that is completed, we take a few pictures. We're going to open the doors. We'd like to invite you to go in and tour the new space. If you go all the way to on the right, we also have added a student health clinic that is state-of-the-art. And that will serve our students in much greater capacity than we were able to in our current facility. To your left, as you enter this complex, you will see the office complex with the principal's office and a conference room. If you go straight back, you'll be able to see the bathrooms. And we'd invite you just to tour the building. We don't often open our building to just guests, and so we're doing that at this point. We want you to see, we're very proud of the upgrades. We want you to see that all that's gone on. Some of you may not have been in this building since you went to school here, so we would really want to encourage you to do that. So at this time, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to invite our students to come up. I'm going to invite our school board members to come up, members of the Tidwell family. Mr. Cox, if you all will come up and join us, and we're going to cut the ribbon. So again, thank you all for being here. All right. Go what you need. Yeah, right. You want us to hold this back?
Yeah, let's just kind of recreate.
I won't.
You can't uncut the ribbon, so, okay. Okay, let it go.
Everybody look. 1, 2, 3, let go.
Come on and enjoy. Thank you all for being here.